So, um, I've noticed how there are a bunch of people, you can call them not regular people, influencers, whatever, that have a big following, and some of them have grown like really fast, that are um, coming up with all these hacks, and people are like hooked to the content. How to do this, how to do that, how to do this, how to do that. And some of the explanations for how to become a better this, a better that, how to do this better, how to do that better, they kind of circle around the truth of the matter, but they don't quite hit it. And so it's really interesting to see how people flock towards what seems to be true. People love to nail it, have it, get it. And so many people are convinced that the truth of the matter is something when in fact it is not, but it resonates with a bunch of people. So you end up having these Instagram accounts or whatever that become a magnet of people, and you have thousands and thousands and thousands of new likes and thousands and thousands and thousands, like really fast, because people are really magnetized and really feel the energy of what is being emanated. So but the thing is that it's not the things that people say that create success or good results beyond imagination that gets them there. It's the energy. So that's the thing that I want to like emphasize here, because this is not really transformed into a hack. It's not hackable in terms of a teaching moment. So you can come up with hacks until you're blue in the face, but it's never about the hack. And I wanted to put this out there because I know that you are so craving the truth. So a lot of people have been grappling with theories or ways, different ways to I don't know, have a better relationship with their kids, or have new friends, or have success in their business, or grow a following, or continue to have success once a certain social media platform is banned, or how to fall asleep really fast, or there's so many things that people want all the time, and people struggle with so many. And people try different forms of solutions. They just try whatever crosses their path or whatever feels the best way. And they forget that whatever works whatever it is, like even if it's like castor oil all over your face, or castor oil mixed with cayenne pepper and rub it on a painful area of your body. It's never about the thing. It looks like it, but it's never about the thing. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because you will only try out a new technique for something. Let's just use this castor oil example. You will only go for it if it turns you on, if it whets your appetite, if it interests you, if it in any way energetically calls you. So if I tell you about this great concoction of castor oil with cayenne pepper, and I tell you that I've used it and it worked miraculously, and other people that I told to that nothing else worked miraculously, you will hear this and you will have a sensation about it. So if this sensation is of a turn-on nature, you are very likely to go for it and buy the stuff and try it out. But if it doesn't turn you on, you won't go for it. So I just want to, maybe I'm stating kind of the obvious for some of you, but I wanted to point out that it is the energetic turn on aspect of the thing that creates the connections between you and the thing that will create the good results. And it's not the thing itself. Okay? This is key, because the moment that castor oil doesn't turn you on anymore with the mixture of cayenne pepper, you will stop using it. And once you stop using it, you will not have, this is kind of, it seems so stupid to be even stating the obvious, but I want you to see that it is the energy of turn on that creates the outcome. It's not the thing itself. So if you are turned on, you use it. If you're not turned on, that means that it's not for you anymore. So you will be sensing eventually something else. So is it true that then you can say that castor oil doesn't work? No, it stopped turning you on. So you stopped using it. You see what I mean? So it's not about you, if it's not even about you using or not using castor oil, it's about why you used in the first place, and then why did it create a great result when you did. Okay, it's because it turned you on. That's the common denominator. That's the common denominator of magic and miracles. So all this to say that if you want more magic and more miracles in your life, just follow what turns you on and say no to what doesn't. This is so key. If you understand this, if you can sense what I'm telling you, just go out and try it out with everything and anything, with restaurants, with the food that you order. Like if you are really turned on, like it's really present and active in your mind to go to a certain restaurant, okay, and then you don't go to that restaurant, because it's too expensive, for example, or you didn't book a reservation and you are convinced that you required one in order to get a table, and you go somewhere else, you will see that you will not succeed at going somewhere else in one way or another. In one way or another, that will not go well for you. Okay. And then when it doesn't go well for you, let's say that you turn around and you go to that place. Okay. So finally you are aligned with what is true to you. So you're feeling like on top of the world. So you are there. And then the waiter comes, and so they give you the menu. So you look and you picked something that really turns you on. Okay, you pick something that turns you on, and then the waiter comes and he suggests that you have this wonderful thing that was freshly caught. It's a seafood thing and it's like the best. Okay, and you know that you don't want that, but somehow you convince yourself that you should try it. You convince yourself. You didn't have the presence of mind to say no. Like, his energy was strong. The context of what was going on in that restaurant at that time was a bit too much for you, like distracting or a bit overwhelming in one way or another, and you like lost for a second, you lost your center, and you said yes to that suggestion. Okay, that appetizer or entree or whatever will not do it for you. Okay, so here you are in the restaurant of your turn on, of your truth. That's where you truly wanted to go, and you are not enjoying. You are paying a shit ton of money and you're not enjoying. And I'll tell you more, that food might even make you feel a little nauseous afterwards. It might not necessarily food poisoning. Let's say that you are splitting that with your husband or whatever friend, and both of you have that, and it doesn't sit well with you, and it will sit well with them, meaning that the food wasn't spoiled. Okay, so this is how it goes, people. It's about the energy. It's not about the restaurant. It's not about the food you pick. It's about the energy that is active within you the moment that you pick a place and the moment that you pick your food. And this is going on all the time, because you are making decisions constantly. You are an incessant decision maker. And I mean, from the moment that you open your eyes or not open your eyes, the moment that you wake up, you are in decision mode. Am I going to stay here in bed a little bit more, that's so snuggly and warm, or am I going to wake up? Like, even that is a decision. So in every decision you have an energy that is either the truth of what you want or not. So the moment that you hit the spot of it being the truth of what you want, it will instantly create magic, whatever that may be. And when you don't, you don't. And that's when things can have no taste, or can be actually very, very bad tasting, like the experience that you have next. So meaning it can be either pretty neutral or straight up awful, far away from magical. So it is all about the energy and never about a thing. So it's never about the hack per se, it's about the energy that you exist in reference to that hack, situation, decision, person, place, food, whatever. It's the energy in which you exist in, always. So if you want more magic in your life, you've got to pay attention to the energy that you are existing in when you make your decisions. And you will see that most of your decisions are not existing in the clean, they are not true. You're not being truthful, basically. You're saying yes to 99% of things that you truly are a no to. And they don't have to be like horrible things, but any regular, mostly like most of your automatic things that you are a yes to, you in fact are not a yes to them. You are a no to them, which is why you don't have much magic in your life. So start noticing the energy with which you do everything. I mean, don't obsess over it, because that's not magical. You know, like that's not the energy that you want to be in. So it's not truthful. Okay? So, but for example, notice the next thing that you are thinking about cooking. Notice what you are doing. Like, is that truly what you want? Notice the next time that you are sitting down with your husband, friend, whatever, or even on your own, and you are about to put on a show, a series, a Netflix thing. Is that what turns you on? Is that what turns you on? Do you have a taste for that? And is it turning you on in that moment? Because the key piece is the turn on. So you can have a taste for, like my husband and I are watching the Shameless series. We've been watching that for a very long time because it's huge, but we don't always want to watch it. We have a taste for it, but sometimes we don't have a taste for that in that specific moment. So it doesn't turn us on. We are not into it. It's not for us in that moment, but we have a general taste for it. And the same thing for food, and the same thing for clothes, and the same thing for people, and the same thing for everything. You can have a taste for your husband, but he's eating with his mouth open, and you don't have a taste for that. And that is not only not a turn on, but it's a straight up turn off. So what do? Do you sit there and take it? You should not. So if you are putting up with it, if you're being tolerating and loving, you are lying to yourself, and that's why you don't have more magic in your life, because you are denying the truth. You are denying yourself what is true to you. You don't like it. You don't have a taste for that. It turns you off. So you want to start noticing what you are a no to and where you are failing to be a no to, and correct it and become very like no mercy on the no's, and be really sharp about that. For you don't have to be a brute, but be truthful, basically. When you are a no, be a no. Be actual, like, honor what you know that you don't like and that is not for you. Honor that. Respect you. So when people say, just be you, just be yourself, what the hell is that? Well, it's this. It's what is true and what is not true. It's to be truthful. It's not honest because there's no moral references for this game. This conversation is all about the actual energy, devoid of any cultural references, no values. There's no value system. It's a parallel conversation. It just cuts the cords to all of the values, like educational. Oh, it's rude to get up and go eat somewhere else when my husband is chewing with his mouth open. Well, if that's what you really want to do, you want to ignore the cultural messages because that is a construct. It's not the truth. The truth is what is true to you. So if the moment that, like, there's one day that you don't like it, and you'll know what to do because truth will tell you. The moment that you don't like something, you are also given the exact words or the exact actions to take. So you don't have to think about what are you going to say or do when that happens. Okay, so just relax, enjoy the ride. You don't have to worry about a thing. You don't have to prepare. You don't have to rehearse anything. You don't have to think ahead, nothing. Just be present. When you are present, you are in the moment, you are feeling the truth of it, and in the truth of it, you do what is true to you. You will be given, you will know exactly what to do. So, but what I'm saying is that thing that you will be given, the command, the direction very clear that you will be given, might be a shock to your values, to your education. It might be very disruptive to yourself, to what you're used to doing and what your husband is expecting. But when you do it in truth, meaning when you are completely obeying the truth of what's happening, it's so clean, it's so devoid of irritation or grumpiness or I told you so-ness. It's just so clean that you will be surprised at how, like, he will react. It was very likely he will not react badly. And what I mean by that is that when it's clean, usually people react much, much differently than you are expecting. And your job is not to worry about that anyway. So you don't want to do something or not do something in order to avoid something, because that's you already, once again, lying to yourself and being a selling out to someone or something. You know, it's you betraying yourself. People also talk a lot about not betraying themselves and being true to themselves and not selling out and don't abandon. You know, people talk about don't abandon yourself. What is that? Well, it's this is to be able to recognize that something is not for you, someone is not for you, and in every moment that can be happening, and in honoring that and recognizing it, that's the first thing. And then also recognizing, like detecting, what is it that you want instead, and that command is given to you in that moment, so you don't have to worry about it. So that's what not abandoning yourself means. It's not abandoning truth. It's not to follow your heart. It's not to follow your dreams. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's only this energetic recognition and obedience. That's the only thing. Everything else that people talk about, it's an approximation, which is why people flock to that. Like I was saying, you know, people flock to people like Melanie Ann Layer or Tony Robbins or whatever new influencer is talking about life hacks. You know, people want what works, right? And for the most part, by and far, what people are telling that works is not this that I'm telling you, because it's not hitting the energetic tone, it's not hitting the energetic game. There's no common denominator, and there must be a common denominator, because that's what truth is. Truth is always true. And hacks are not always true. They don't always apply because you don't always have those circumstances or whatever. But the only thing that always applies, it's truth. It's the energy of truth. That is always going on. That's the common denominator that always applies. So if it's truth, it's true today. It's truth now, and it's for you. And it's for you. What's true, it's what's for you. And most things, most of the time, and most people most of the time, I want to tell you this once again, are not for you. So the most practical tool to play this game, in fact, you will see, okay, don't do this just because I'm telling you, because otherwise I would be one more person sharing a hack, and that's not what I'm talking about at all. But you will see for yourself, that for you to hit that frequency of truth, when you recognize what is true to you, what you truly want to say, what you truly want to do, what you truly don't want to do, what you truly want to wear, what you truly want to eat, what you truly want to watch, what you truly want to write, what you truly want to be doing with your life in general or in specific, what you truly want to, like the clothes that you truly want to put on your kids, the clothes that you truly want to see on your husband, the bed linen, the towels in the bathroom, the way they are hung, like everything, okay? What you truly want to be the color of your toothbrush, most of these things will be not what they are being. So you will see, because of that, that your preferred tool will be no, will be saying a no, will be not wanting that. Not anymore. Please change. No, I don't like it. No, I hate it. And on and on and on and on and on. No, I want this thing instead. I want this other thing instead. It's you will see that truth is accessed, is lived through the no. You will see that for yourself. You will see that. So don't start saying no left and right, thinking that that's like the gateway to magic. No, 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 no. Truth is the gateway to magic and miracles.